I hate e-bikes. I genuinely believe they are a tumor in the traffic system of every major China city, one that's never going away, no matter how much everyone wish it would. And that's exactly why I went out and bought one. This isn't a review video, by the way. I'm not here to tell you which e-bike to buy. This is more like a confession, a snapshot of a conflict that's been eating at me for years. On one hand, I genuinely hate these things to the point of gritting my teeth. On the other hand, I also believe they have every reason to exist. They have to exist. I'll even catch myself smiling when I'm riding one, completely at peace with the world. And then the second I get on my motorcycle or my car, the teeth gritting starts right back up over and over. It never resolves. Here's one reason I hate them, and it comes with a number. As of June 2026, Shanghai has 12 million registered e-bikes. You heard that right, 12 million. Now, depending on where you are watching this from, your idea of an e-bike might be totally different from what we are dealing with here. Where I live, these ain't recreational toys. They are the main mode of transportation. People commute on them, deliveries run on them, even small cargo gets held around on them. So it's not just the sheer number, it's the frequency of use. Step outside in Shanghai at any hour in any neighborhood and you will see one, guaranteed. There's a reason so many people in Shanghai choose e-bikes, and that reason is convenience. And that word, convenience, is both the best and the worst thing about them. Shanghai's streets are narrow. Traffic jams are basically a daily ritual. None of that touches you on an e-bike. Convenient. On top of that, structurally, these things are basically bicycles with a motor bolt on. There's no driving test, no written exam, none of that. The bike itself needs to be registered, sure, but that's a 15 minutes trip to a registration counter. Not a license you have to earn. You are operating something that ends up sharing the road with the cars and motorcycles. But you, the rider, never had to prove you know a single traffic rules. 16 years old, you're good to go. Convenient. And in a city like this, where parking is scarce and expensive, you never have to hunt for a spot. Convenient. Even someone like me, who already owns a motorcycle and a car, can't resist that world. I ride e-bikes plenty, and I do it with a smile on my face. That is until I get on my motorcycle. The second that happens, I turn into a stone-faced e-bike judge. The exact same word, convenience, flipped into the biggest problem I have with them. Because everyone riding one is enjoy the convenience it brings them. Which means everyone's also riding however suits them, picking whatever line, whatever lane, whatever path gets them where they are going fastest. And that whatever works for me mentality doesn't stay contained. It's split directly into the lane of every other vehicle on the road, include the ones not nearly as convenient to maneuver, like say the guy on 2 wheels and a few hundred kilos of metal right behind them. If you were in my seat, you'd be gritting your teeth too. Now, to be precise, what I actually hate isn't e-bike themselves. It's the rider who make their life easier at everyone else's expense. And let's be honest, that's not exactly a small group of people, which is also why I always say you don't need a track day or parking lot to sharpen your riding skills in Shanghai. The street will do that for you for free every single day. And honestly, looking at it from another angle, the fact that I can ride through these chaos and come out at other side in one piece probably says something decent about my riding. I'm not trying to brag here, I just have to think of it that way, or I'd be a nervous wreck every time I leave the house. So, does that make sense? I hate it because it scares the hell out of me on a regular basis. I love it because, well, it's genuinely convenient.